So after I waited the whole day for this electrician to come and look at the lights in the bedroom, actually she said it's gonna be 3 o'clock, but then she said, oh, 3 o'clock he's leaving his job, and this was Sunday. So the landlady, she told me he's on his way. So I'm thinking maybe 3 or 4, but then 4 became 5, and then finally he came between like 6:30. It was getting somewhat, dark. But what happens is he went to the breaker in the garage. He started looking the switches, and supposedly then he came to my room. He started turning on and off the lights and the breaker. And he said, is there something that you're using? It's keep tripping the breaker. I said, no, I only have a TV and my cell phone, and I don't even have all my stuff with me. It's not like I work from home or anything. So she said, oh, this is strange, and I can put a clip. You can see what she's saying. So what happens is, she said, this is strange. It only happens in her room. So I don't know what is that about.
You use this extension?
Yeah, I had it for a whole week. No, nothing happened for the whole week.
No, you using this one? This is the card you use?
Yeah, you have to turn it on. You have to plug it. Yeah.
No, so that you just want to check to see what is tripping it. That's fine. That's okay.
I don't have. I only have TV and cell phone. Anyway, so he went into the garage, and finally the lights came on. But he said he wants to check it for 10 minutes to see if it's gonna, trip the breaker. And so nothing happened. Everything was fine. But then he went to work in her bedroom, the bathroom. Something was happening with her lights. So I didn't want to, interfere. And then it was getting late. For me, it's not late, but it's like it was after 7 o'clock. And and the next day I had an appointment. I had to go to do a CT scan. So I didn't want to, stay late, because I had to be there, not early, but the thing is, the place was far. So the thing is, okay, so I closed my door and that's it. And he still wanted to know if everything is fine. I mean, don't you know if it's fine? You see it from the breaker. So that was it. And then he left, and then we didn't talk about it after that. So, but I have to be careful, so I'm new there. I only been there 1 week, and this just happened by coincidence. So every place I move to, people tell me, strange, why you moved from the previous place. So just so you know, this happened to me. This is the first time this happened, but every place something happens. So this is the one, the first one that this happened, that the lights went out only in my room, in the whole house, from a 3-bedroom house. So, and then this, and it was an electrician, like a company electrician. I don't know if that's a friend or a handyman that does side jobs. So it was like a private car. That guy came. But anyhow, so that was solved for now. Let's see what happens in the future. But anyway, the place is really far from transportation, and anyway, so yeah, that's an inconvenience, But so I had this Monday morning. I had the CT scan, so that wasn't good either for me. So what happens is I had this chronic pain for the abdomen, and the doctor sent me, to do a CT scan to see what's wrong. And he sent it to his facility, his clinic, like, his like there's a hospital and a clinic. And then I found out that clinic where they do the CT scan, it's part of the hospital. And then you have to pay more when you go to like a hospital facility. But on the outside, it looks like a clinic. So how do I know? These workers, when I make an appointment, they don't tell me this is part of the hospital. So I went there, I made a trip, I paid for Uber one way to the bus stop, and it was a long ways because it's on the other side of town. So what happened, I think it was $300. I mean, it was a lot because it was part of the hospital. And then not only that, later you get more bills because you had You have other people there. It's like a hospital. That's the most expensive place you go for x-rays and CT scans. So now, I was really, because I was waiting in the waiting room, and I got there early, and I wanted to be there. I wanted to do it to see what's wrong, because sometimes I know it's from stress. Sometimes I get this tension and stress, but this is ongoing now, chronic stomach pain, abdomen, and things like that. So the gastroenterologist, this is the second one I'm seeing, sent me to do a CT scan, which you can see everything clearly. But anyhow, so that was canceled because I went there. I started thinking, if I do it, I get it done. But then, what if I get surprise bill one after the other, which that's what they do. So I told them I want to cancel it, even though I paid with a credit card, and then they refunded back to me. So that was another ordeal. So back to back, I had, like Sunday, I didn't get no rest because there was no lights in my room. That was like kind of inconvenient, and I didn't want to go out to spend money just to go out. I didn't have a reason, because the next day I had to take Uber anyways to go to this appointment. So I don't like to spend money right and left for no reason, so, and then it's a residential neighborhood, you don't have, there is a sidewalk, but there's nothing much to do there. It's just houses. So, but anyhow, so that one was canceled. So now I have to reschedule it to go to the facility where they only do radiology, CAT scan, MRIs, and you pay one time, one copay, and it's not $300. So that was that. So now I have to wait another 2 weeks. I have to start over because he has to write a script and then put it for this other facility. So that was a bummer, one after the other. And that's what happened with the landlord. So now everything went back to normal. We got the lights and everything else until next time. So yeah, this is the latest. Anyhow, I wanted to give you a quick update about the status, and hopefully nothing goes wrong, and see what happens with this place. But you never know. Anyhow, well, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And this is what I have for you today. Please put a like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.